G'day football fans and welcome back to Season 2 of West Ham United here on Dylan on the Ball. We have won a Conference League, we have won a Carabao Cup, we want Champions League. We want to finish in the Champions League places. I mean, even compete for a Premier League title if we can, I guess. In today's video, you are going to see us go up against Liverpool Football Club. That is our first game of the Premier League season. And then you're also going to see a couple of transfers we've made. Because it has been, look, if I say it as 4 incomings, it sounds possibly a lot more exciting than it is. But there's been 4 incomings. There's been a number of outgoings as well. And really, with about 3 weeks to go in the transfer window, there's a lot of work to be done. So before I get into it, make sure to subscribe down below, leave a like on the video, comment who you think we should buy to fill certain holes, to replace certain people, to improve on certain positions, all that sort of stuff. Let me know. Anyway, alright, we're into it. Let's have a look at who's left us, the outgoings. The first outgoing was one I did sort of foreshadow or speak into existence, however you want to say it, I don't really mind. It's Craig Dawson. He is headed across the ditch. That's what we say from Australia to New Zealand. Is it New Zealand or Tasmania? One of those two. Across the ditch. I think it's New Zealand. He's headed to France. He's playing for Lille. We did not get too much for him. I think it says he's worth 5 mil there. I think we probably got about 6, maybe, if we're lucky. As I had said in a couple of other videos, he is just getting a bit too old, getting a bit slow, and he's just going to regress quicker and quicker from here. As much of a legend as he is, as good as he is, we've had to say goodbye. Also, headed for France is Arthur Masuaku. He came back from his loan in Turkey, I think he was. I think he was at Besiktas, maybe? I'm not sure. He has left the club. We already had our 2 left backs sorted with Emerson and Mitchell Bakker. Didn't need him, got rid of him. I mean, he wasn't worth too much either. I think 4.3 is probably being generous. Somewhere around that mark is what we brought in for him. And we are basically just happy to have cashed in, I guess. The next outgoing is perhaps a controversial one. Maybe some West Ham fans wouldn't be too much of a fan of just getting rid of a player like him. It's Nikola Vlasic. He was out on loan at Torino last season. We didn't use him, we didn't call him back or anything. And I just didn't have a spot for him. We've already got our 2 left midfielders in Cornet and Franco Cervi. If I converted him to an attacking mid, yeah, he might be better, but I've already got Lucas Paqueta and Pablo Fornals, and if they go, if one of them, Paqueta's not leaving, I'm not letting him go. If Fornals were to leave, I'd just move Ramsey there and get a defensive mid, not use Vlasic. So we cashed in on him. I think we did better than the 24 million it says there. I think we got about 27, 28, something like that. That brings us to the last outgoing, and this one hurts. This one's the unexpected one, out of nowhere. It's Kurt Zouma. Kurt Zouma has left us. The big man at the back, he is gone. All 6'3" of beautiful French man has absolutely left. It says he's worth 22. I think we got beyond the 30 mark. So we got about 32 million for him, which I think for a 28-year-old centre-back who's not going to get any better, I think it's pretty decent. Look, we couldn't turn it down at the end of the day. He's switched claret and blue sides. He's headed up to Aston Villa after they paid us too much money, basically. He's one that we are yet to replace, so he's one that I think, if you put in the comments down below who you reckon we should go for, we might have a look at him. Someone I've been thinking of is Mohamed Simakan from RB Leipzig. Watched him a lot I've watched a few Leipzig games this season, and because they play with, their wide backs get very, very high up, Leipzig. Simakan's played more as a wing back, and he looks unnatural there. FIFA has him as a centre-back. He's about 6'2", 6'3". He's probably got good potential, so he's who I'm thinking of replacing him. Let me know if you think that's good, or if you have a better idea, let me know. Anyway, let's go to the incomings. I'll start with the less exciting ones. There's been a couple of youth signings. The first of our youth signings, possibly the least important one, it is a centre-forward, 5'8" centre-forward, Harold Madsen. Look, I've just signed him, took a bit of a punt on him, not expecting a whole lot. He'll basically we're just filling out the bench with young options so that we can play them off the bench, get them lots of experience, hopefully have them grow a lot, and build for the future that way, I guess. So it says centre forward, he'll play the attacking mid role more than anything, because if you look at him, he's good at dribbling, he's got a decent pass on him, decent finish. So he's not especially Quick, strong, tall, any of that. Because, I mean, for a professional footballer, he's quite average. But he can finish, he can dribble, he can pass. So that's all we want from him. Do those things. Find yourself a little bit of room, which he's decent at doing as well. He's only 71 overall. He'll play a little bit. Him and Cole Palmer can compete, basically. On to our second youth signing, and this one's much more exciting. It's Tomislav Knežević. He is 19 years old, 6'2", left-footed, central midfielder. We've got him for free. He's already worth 28.5 million. He's quick as sticks. He's good at jumping. He's got good stamina. He's fairly strong. And when you look at him technically, he looks like he could sort of do a job in a number of roles. Not great finishing, but he can do a bunch of other things. He's good at passing, good at dribbling, decent tackling for a 19-year-old centre mid. But then you look at his physicals and you're like, maybe he should be a winger. He's one that I'm a little bit confused about. I don't really know what I want to do with him. So here's one I'll leave to you guys. Let me know what you think we should do with Tomislav Knežević. Whether we should make him into a winger and just work on him as like an inside forward so he gets much better at finishing much quicker, or whether you think maybe a holding mid with that sprint speed and stamina maybe. I don't know. Let me know. On to the big ones. The actual first team players, not the bench players. We lost Craig Dawson. We needed another centre back. We have brought in Leeds central defender Pascal Struijk. He is 24 years old. He's 6'3". He's a left-sided centre back, which I like. I like the idea of having him and Agard compete for one side, and then Tilakura and whoever replaces Zuma competing for the other side, basically. Look, I didn't know an awful lot about how good he would actually be on FIFA. He's not that quick. He's fairly tall, decent jumping, decently strong, I suppose. I mean, he's decent, and he's 24. He'll be here a while. He won't get too much better, but he's a good replacement for Craig Dawson, basically, because he's quicker, he's younger, he'll be here a while, and not regress, basically. So, happy as Larry to just have a decent replacement, lined up, easy, slot him in, done. Lastly, the last bit of business we have done is we have brought in Ivan Toney. Thank you very much to Go Keen. I'm going to say Go Keen, because go you good thing. He's suggested, as you see on your screen here, to bring in Ivan Toney to replace Michail Antonio, who we're hoping to get rid of. He hasn't gone yet. He's down to 76 overall already, so Ivan Toney's 2 overall better. We didn't spend too much on him. I think that 15 million is probably about around what we spent. He's just a good, well-rounded striker. He's strong, fairly quick, good at jumping. He's tall, can finish, can head. I mean, it's a great suggestion, really. I thank you, Mr. Keane. Thank you. Anyway, that's all. That's the wrap-up. Let's get through to the lineups for our first game of the season against Liverpool. So our West Ham lineup, we have got Areola in goal, Soufal on the right, Kerr and Agard, a very pacey centre-back pairing. Left back Backer, defensive mid will be Rice and Souček, Rice up to 87 overall. Attacking midfield will be Bowen on the right, Cornet on the left, and Paqueta through the middle, with Scamacca leading the line, hoping to start off where he left off. That didn't start where he left off. Banged in 2 goals in that last game of last season. Hopefully he can be back there again today. As for Liverpool, they've got Alisson in goals, Alexander-Arnold on the right, with Pau Torres and Van Dijk in the middle. You'd probably want to swap those two around, I guess, but power to Jurgen Klopp, I suppose. Robertson at left back, midfield of Fabinho, Danny Parejo and Thiago. Front line of Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, and Darwin Nunez up front. They're a very good side. I think we're a pretty good side. We're probably not quite as good as them yet, but I think we are very good, and hopefully we can basically just give them a good contest. That's what I'm hopeful for. I'm not expecting another 11-0 or an 8-0 or whatever, just expecting a good game, basically. Let's get to it. So here we go then, opening day at the London Stadium. Guys, I'll just remind you to please leave us a like down below, subscribe if you're new around here, if you want to see just how far we can go this season. Comment down below signings you think we should make, who we should get in what positions, let me know. Happy to try and tailor it to what you guys reckon. Trying to keep it fairly realistic, but also like, I want to get good quickly, so not going to sign, Mbappe, but, if you have an idea, let me know. Also, down in the description below is the social medias. We have got the Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Plenty happening there. Make sure to follow us. Let's get through to kick off at a very wet London Stadium. Alright, underway here, and I say it every dang time, but man, opening day just makes me giddy. I don't know about you guys. I suppose in real life more than in FIFA it makes me giddy, but It's just exciting, isn't it? Like the thought of the, 30-something weeks to go with who knows what'll happen. Uh-oh. Here is Thiago in the box. Early Liverpool pressure here. Back to Robertson. Robertson finds Parejo. Parejo in the box. Turns, finds Robertson again. Darwin Núñez on the edge. Goal. Okay, this season could not have got off to a worse start. I don't even know if we've got a foot on the ball yet. And Darwin Núñez has absolutely thumped that one in the top corner. Couldn't get a foot near anyone. And it's 1-0 to Liverpool. On the edge of the box, no one decides to go anywhere near him. Agard probably nearly gets a block on it, but doesn't quite do enough as it flies into the top corner beyond Areola. And already we are up against it. Alright, well that's not good. That's pretty poor. We've started the season off, much like we started last season, and really, after the great work we did at the end of last season, what the heck happened? We beat United 5-1, we beat Villarreal 11-0, but it takes Liverpool 5 minutes and we can't touch the ball and they've scored. This is hot garbage. Throw in for our West Ham side. Oh, we've lost it. Oh my, already getting annoyed. It is 10 minutes in. I feel like there's a spiderweb on my face. It's possibly just my beard being annoying. But anyway, that's my excuse. If we lose, it's because I feel like I have a spiderweb on my face, when really it's just we're not ready for the season. Liverpool over the top there. Agard with his pace gets to it. I don't know why Areola can't pick that one up when it's very much headed back to him. But we know we can score goals if we perform, so why can't we do that now? Here's Soufal looking for Scamacca, doesn't quite reach him. Liverpool head away and Rice mops up. Finds Souček, not a lot of room for anyone. We'll look for Cornet out on the left. Backer overlapping. He finds him, not a lot of room then again, but Cornet now has some room on the edge of the box. Quickly closed out though. Here's Souček finding Backer, or if Backer stops the ball. Backer crossing, looking for either Bowen or Scamacca. Almost found one of them, didn't find either at the end. Backer in the box, that back heel was meant for Cornet. Instead it goes to a Liverpool player. And now Mo Salah is trying to make his way through. He's found Luis Diaz with a great pass. Soufal, can't get there. Big save. Shot from Darwin Núñez, saved by Areola. Great football that by Liverpool, really, to be fair to them. They have absolutely just about done us. That was meant for bloody Cornet. Oh, damn it. Liverpool very much in control. We haven't had them, really stressing at all, have we? Whereas every time they get the ball, it looks like they're going to do some damage. Good tackle there by Backer. Getting the ball cleanly there off of Darwin Núñez. Bowen on the ball. Looks for Scamacca. Good ball. Cornet free at the back post. Goal. 1-0. There we go. Cornet with the tap in at the back post. Scamacca does well. Good pass. I think it was Bowen. Played him down the side of Van Dijk. Scamacca could have gone for goal. Instead, picks his head up. Sees Cornet making a good run at the back post. Beyond Alexander-Arnold. Can't keep up with him. And a good little firm header down. Beyond Alisson. It is 1-1. I think this is a fairly even contest. I'm kind of scared, to be honest. I'm just not used to close contests anymore. The last 4 videos have been like 5-1, 7-0, 11-0, 8 or 6-0 or something like that. It's just, just not used to it anymore. All of a sudden we're back to, early to mid last season's form. Darwin Núñez now again attacking. Found by Alexander-Arnold. Arnold back to Parejo. Parejo, an interesting buy, maybe a bit late in his career for him to be making this move, but you probably could have said the same about Thiago Alcantara, who has the shot there, blocked. Now Paqueta can run away with it. Can't find any room there, but we may be able to find Cornet out wide. Great ball by Paqueta. We'll look for Skamaka in the middle. Oh, not quite enough to get it over Van Dijk. But won then by Declan Rice. Oh, but Cornet cannot get around Alexander-Arnold. We are winning the ball off them a little bit. Not quite enough. Oh, Skamaka. Goal. It might be an own goal, but I do not care. It is 2-1 to West Ham. Skamaka has done the business. Found by Cornet, who gets, I'll call it an assist. I think it deflects off Alisson through his legs. And then Van Dijk passes it into the back of the net. Gives us a 2-1 lead. And it is indeed a Van Dijk own goal, rightly so. Oh, and Van Dijk then gives it away very easily. We can look for Skamaka. Oh, not quite. Doesn't quite get there. And Alisson will get rid of it. As we're approaching half-time, we have, put ourselves in the ascendancy. I think we've played well to get there. Lots of, Declan Rice and Souček mopping up at the base of midfield. But then our attacking unit have done well to do just that, attack. Oh, not quite working out there. Salah tackled well by Agard, who I never realised is as quick as he is. Looking at his stats earlier, his sprint speed's like 88 or something. It's something crazy like that. It's ridiculous for a centre-back. For like a 27-year-old centre-back no one's ever heard of before he signed for West Ham. Pretty amazing. Oh, Paqueta, if he had won that would have been absolutely crucial, potentially. But instead, it is half-time at 2-1 to West Ham. What a half of football. Why are we holding that flag? It is 2-1 to West Ham. Salah hasn't done anything, but it does not take much for him to get into it. Let's hope we can stay on top in the second half. Alright, underway in the second half. Oh, that's a risky pass. Agard does well to mop up and make sure of his pass. So you'll see Soufal is still there. We haven't had any... I think we did actually have one offer, but he ended up saying no to the move for whatever reason, as Diaz, for no reason at all again, fouls Rice, which, if last season anything could go away, we can maybe swing this one in. Soufal hasn't gone anywhere, nobody's bought him, so we haven't brought anyone in. I did have a look at Livramento, but at the end of the day, I just wasn't that into it. He doesn't have his real face, which is annoying, is one thing. Oh, that's way too high. Whoops. We'll recycle though, doesn't have his real face. Also, they just wanted way too much money for him. For a 77 overall right back, they wanted like over 30 million, and I just thought that was a bit ridiculous. When we're selling Dawson, who was 78 at the time of selling him, for 6 million. I know he's, 12 years his senior, but I just thought it was ridiculous. In FIFA terms, at least it's ridiculous. But we've got a corner here. Let's focus on today's game. It's Bowen swinging it in towards Paqueta. Not a clean win. And Alisson mops up. Liverpool now on the attack off the back of that from Alisson. And good tackle there. I think it was Agard on Thiago maybe. Still Liverpool on the attack. Parejo to... Oh, Darwin Nunez. I nearly called him Danny. Darwin Nunez with the shot. Big save by Areola. Another corner to defend. Oh, Areola, absolute king, comes out and collects. Finds, I was going to say Bacca, but he finds Agard making a run for whatever reason. Would have preferred Bacca, but that's fine. Cornet then finds Bacca. Bacca to Paqueta. Not a lot on. Let's just give it out to Soufal. And we can start to just hold the ball a little bit maybe. Definitely still not comfortable defending Liverpool, but I think when we're on the ball, we're pretty comfortable, really. Here is Declan Rice. We're just passing around them at this point. Bowen in behind here a little bit. Can he find anyone? Cuts it back, looking for Soufal. Doesn't quite reach him. And now Liverpool can run away with it. Oh, Soufal's the one closing down here. Salah still hasn't done anything. Looks cross-field. Loses it. Paqueta to Skamaka. Liverpool closing us down very well. Their transition defense there was amazing. Here's Bacca looking for Skamaka. Hits it a bit behind him. And Liverpool, fortunately, can come away with it. Here is Parejo. looking for Darwin, but Darwin is easily tackled by Kerr. Just great job of like transition defending, which is not ever the focus of people talking about transitions of the game, but we will here. Here's Soufal overlapping. Oh, tackled by Van Dijk, who has been pretty imperious apart from that one time where he forgot which way he was going and thumped the ball home for us. Here's Cornet in some space, looking for Paqueta. Not a clean shot. Tried to just tee him up, really, is what I was trying to do. Didn't work out. Salah overlapping? Out wide. Can't quite get the best of Bacca. I did choose our quickest backline available. Like, we've only got the 3 centre backs at the minute, with Strauch being the odd man out today, because we've lost Zuma as well as Dawson. But I chose just the quickest of them to try and deal with how Liverpool like to get the ball forward so quickly, and with players like Salah and Diaz, and I mean, look, Darwin Núñez is not exactly a slouch, is he? Oh, nearly doing well closing them down there, but look, we're defending quite comfortably so far this second half, and I should not have said that. I shouldn't have said that, because now they're going to attack once more. It's going to be the simplest slice through, and we're going to concede. Bacca going infield, clear run to the box, have a shot. No, damn it. Still looking to get that goal for Mitchell Bacca. It's not happening for me. It's not happening organically at all. It's just going to be me forcing it. Maybe one of those penalties that we get in when we play the highlights. We'll need to take it with Mitchell Bacca. I'm not entirely opposed. Liverpool attacking. Well done. Good intercept. It was Soufal with the interception. Bowen finds Paqueta. Just too much on the pass for him though. And now Mo Salah goes the other way. And we are going to need to be at our very best in these closing stages. Liverpool looking to probably push it a bit, push the envelope. Now Robertson overlapping. Bowen can't quite get a foot in. Diaz is on the inside of his defender for whatever reason. I don't know why the defenders let him. Luckily, we end up winning the ball. Cornet now with it. A very, very short pass for Bacca, who can find Souček. Oh, we are pushing it here. Bacca finds Cornet. Cornet with a little bit of room. Can't quite find anyone. Bugger it. Oh, that's it. Oh my god. I did not even realise. It is all over. We have won 2-1. Oh my days. Bring me back the floggings, because that was stressful. My heart at the end there with them heading forward. Goodness me. We've taken 3 points on the opening day. I think we're up for if not a Champions League, a title tilt. That was incredible. Just to recap, it was Darwin Núñez getting the scoring underway after 5 minutes. A great pile driver of a finish from the edge of the box. No one closed him down. I'm a bit disappointed in sort of Souček, who just sort of stands there and watches him. I don't really understand it. Agar doesn't get across quick enough. Kerr doesn't do anything. Darwin Núñez scores. After 29 minutes, we equalised through Maxwell Cornet. Good ball across by Scamacca. Finds him there. Headed in. Down low and hard. Beyond Alisson for 1-1. Then, very fortunately, we get the lead and what ends up being the winner through a Virgil van Dijk own goal. Cornet on the left, little bit of room to find a cross for Scamacca, who found himself in a little pocket, deflected into Van Dijk, into the back of the net. 3 points for West Ham. So, as you see there, confirmation of our 2-1 win over Liverpool. Very happy to have started the season off with an absolute fantastic result. Very happy to have beaten the top side, started the season with 3 points. What more could you want? Next video, we will take on Manchester City. You see them here. We are again home in the league. I don't know how we're having all of these top teams at home. Like Liverpool at home, Chelsea at home, United and City are our first 4 home games. Very weird, but that'll be the next one. You see there's no Europe here in September or October. I'm assuming that will come in shortly and we will have games. So next video you'll see the highlights of Wolves, Chelsea Villa, United, and any European and probably the League Cup as well might come in before then. But the game you will see will be the Manchester City game. So make sure to leave us a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. Comment down below what you thought of the video. Make sure you let me know about transfers. Follow us on the social medias. As I said, they are all down in the description below. And until next time, who knows? Maybe we're mounting a title tilt. Peace.